This video is brought to you by Straight Goods News, Canada's alternative online news source. Visit straightgoods.ca.
Just give it to us from A to Z. What's wrong with what's happening to the construction wages fair work?
Well, it's almost crazy. For like 75 years, the Fair Wages and Hours of Work Act made sure that construction contractors on federal projects won their jobs based on their skill and their ability, not on their ability to screw down workers' wages. I mean, even 75 years ago, they realized that it's in nobody's best interest to drive down the wages of construction workers, knowing full well that somebody somewhere is always desperate enough to take $1 an hour less. So unbelievably, these guys have repealed the Fair Wages and Hours of Work Act as an aspect of this omnibus bill C-38. My big fear is that a fair employer that pays fair wages will never win another project on a federal construction project, because his competition can now pay whatever he can get. And if nobody answers the ad for a job for carpenters $10 an hour, he'll have temporary foreign workers there within 10 days.
And they have to take $8.50.
And they have to take 15% less than the prevailing wage, which is minimum wage. I mean,
Where do you think the lobbying came from for this?
The Merit Shop Contractors Association is a regular and frequent guest in the Prime Minister's office right there.
What is that?
They're the non-union, vehemently anti-union Construction Contractors Association. They're trying to screw down the standard of wages and working conditions for the entire construction sector by making sure that their employers win all the jobs from now on. And it's going to affect the unionized sector as well, because how is a carpenter going to go to their employer and ask for a wage increase when their competition is allowed to pay anything? So this throws out 75 years of common sense that it's in nobody's interest to drive down the wages of, we have a saying that fair wages benefit the whole community, and frankly, the biggest strength of your economy is a well-paid, consuming middle class. This is such right-to-work state, American style, ratcheting down of workers' expectations.
You're a carpenter yourself. What are you hearing from fellow carpenters on this?
Well, I'm a carpenter by trade, and fellow carpenters and fellow union members are saying that their employers will never win another job on a federally regulated project. And guess what? Pipelines. A pipeline that crosses a provincial border is a federally regulated project. You just open the door for China to build all the pipelines in Canada, because if nobody answers that ad for $10 an hour for a carpenter, within 10 days they'll have temporary foreign workers in there eating our lunch. It's unbelievable that a federal government could act so against the best interests of their own constituents. I saw a bumper sticker the last time I was in Washington that said, at least the war on the middle class is going well. This is an example that the war on labor and the left is in full flight.
Great.